FIBA basketball is underway, and if you're a New York Knicks fan right now, you are extremely happy because Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett recently went off for their home teams. In an exhibition match with Team USA in Spain, Jalen Brunson was the epitome of flawless, and Team Canada got revenge against Germany with a little help from RJ Barrett, who exploded for 31 points. We're going to break down all of this and so much more today. Let's get started. Jalen Brunson was flawless in a Team USA victory against Spain in an exhibition match. Team USA beat Spain 98-88 in this exhibition match, but Jalen Brunson was the true star. According to Bill Rafferty, who was calling the game, flawless in his scoring and extraordinary in his leadership qualities. That's what he used to describe Jalen Brunson and his play against Spain. Jalen Brunson had 22 points, and he had 9 for 9 shooting with 5 assists. He was flawless. Now, he did miss some shots at the free throw line, so if you're looking at his entire game, he wasn't flawless. But if you're looking at what he did from the field goal, 9 for 9, that's flawless. And he did it so effortlessly. He was doing things so effortlessly. That's why his game with Team USA is something noteworthy and something to watch. You wanted him to be a more willing defender. Guess what? With Team USA, he's a more willing defender. Everybody was saying he is a ball hog. You wanted him to pass more. Even though he had a career high in assists this past season with the New York Knicks, but still, everybody wanted him to pass more. He's a more willing passer with Team USA, but the way he scores is so effective, so efficient. He doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time to be efficient, but when he has it in his hands, you have to take notice, because if you don't, he's going to catch you sleeping and he's going to hit you and get that bucket, and that's exactly what he did every single time. If he got it from 3, he got it from 3. If he had it from the mid-range, he had it from the mid-range. Jalen Brunson was doing whatever he wanted against Spain, and it was great to watch, personally speaking for me. Again, he was perfect according to Bleacher Report against Spain. I want to repeat, 22 points, 9 for 9 from the field goal, 4 assists. This is what he did against Spain. Spain, by the way, is one of the top-ranked teams in FIBA, so he didn't do it against a scrub team either. He did it against elite competition, and this game, if you watched it, was back and forth. Now, Team USA did control for a majority of the game, at least going into halftime and then coming into the third, but that third quarter, Spain fought back and made it even more competitive. This game, by far, was the most competitive exhibition match for Team USA in this FIBA game that they've played so far. Because of the level of competition, the level of play, each team was going back and forth. The score was changing, but it seemed like each and every player on that floor was pushing each other to get better. And if you watched that game and nobody told you, if you watched that game and nobody told you it was an exhibition match, you would have definitely believed that it was a game with something on the line, because that's how they were playing. The competition level was excellent. It was like they weren't playing an exhibition match, and that's the type of level of play you want to see in exhibition matches. You want teams going into these games thinking that they're real, that they're serious, that there's something on the line. And you know what? Sometimes pride is enough to fight for. And I think that was really what was on the line, to showcase who was the most dominant alpha team in FIBA between Team USA and Spain. Two powerhouses, two teams that are potentially looked at as teams that could be in the finals for FIBA, because that's how strong they are. So let's not get it twisted in terms of the competition level. This was a great game to watch. The competition level was high. I loved watching this game. Jalen Brunson, magnificent. Anthony Edwards, magnificent. Jaren Jackson Jr. was showcasing what he can do, although he did look a little bit soft when Hernan Gomez was guarding him because he was pushing him out of the way like nobody's business. But the star of the show for me, of course, was Jalen Brunson. Our point guard came to play, took no prisoners, and showcased what he can do, not only on the Team USA level, but I hope for the New York Knicks as well too. Jalen Brunson was doing everything New York Knicks fans wanted to see, and I think it would be a criminal robbery for this Jalen Brunson on Team USA to not show up for the New York Knicks next season. If it's the braids, Jalen, just keep the braids, bro. Just keep the braids. Keep the braids for each and every game you play next season, and let's just go with that. Because if that's what you need to play like this, I'm all for it. Team USA Jalen Brunson is not only different, he looks so competitive, so into it, so locked in. Not saying he wasn't like that for the Knicks last season, but this level of play, if he brings it to New York, New York looks different. Speaking of different, RJ Barrett led Team Canada to a win over Germany in the Super Cup finals this past weekend. And RJ Barrett was a key reason why Team Canada won. RJ Barrett went off. RJ Barrett against Germany, 31 points, 13 for 14 from the field goal. He was near flawless. While Brunson was flawless, 9 for 9, RJ Barrett was near flawless. 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 4 for 4 from the three-point line, and 2 and 1s. Again, according to Knicks Muse on Twitter, he carried Canada to a win. 31 points for 13 of 14 shooting. That is not only remarkable, it's ridiculous. Even the Team Canada account on Twitter tweeted out, these are one of the performances you're going to live to remember if you watched it, because it was such a great performance by RJ Barrett. And if you're looking at the highlights that are rolling right now, RJ Barrett not only looks bigger, not only looks stronger, not only looks a little bit taller, but he's going into defenders now. He's going into contact now. He's not afraid to take the contact. If you noticed, a lot of times when he's playing inside the paint, he's trying to go around contact and go around the defender and try to make that shot that way, which is much harder. But now we're seeing, especially in these FIBA games, that he's going into contact more, trying to either take contact for the and one or taking contact and trying to ride that contact and momentum to the basket to make the shot easier for him. Because we know how strong RJ Barrett is. This is not a question of his strength. It's a question of how he's using it. And with Team Canada, he's using it very well. And while he's shooting the three, he's not settling on the three, folks. He's not doing that. What he's doing is using his IQ and decision making at an increased level that we haven't seen from RJ Barrett yet. And for me, it's very impressive to see. And not only me, Team Canada's coach also thought it was impressive. Listen to Team Canada's coach on RJ Barrett. Outstanding, very efficient offensively, very clean with his decision making, running the floor and attacking the paint. Exactly the production that we want. Now make sure it was key to note, he said offensively, because still there were some issues defensively with RJ Barrett, but still I still thought he played very good defense. Not the greatest defense, but still very good defense for what he was asked to do for his team. But offensively, like you heard from his coach, he was near flawless. His decision making has definitely improved. You can see his IQ for the game is getting better because he's learning when to take that three when he's really open and he has nobody near him, because that's exactly what he did. And when he should drive to the paint and either shoot the shot or drive all the way to the rack and take that right to the rim and see what he can do either with contact or without contact. And sometimes the calls went his way and sometimes it didn't. But because he was aggressively driving to the rack, it made all the difference for him and his game. The reason he was near flawless is because he took high percentage shots. Because for RJ Barrett, high percentage shots are when he's driving to the rim, using his body, using his motion to get closer and closer to the rack. And that's exactly what he did with Team Canada. and it was beautiful to watch as a Knicks fan. 31 points on 13 of 14 shooting. Near flawless. Jalen Brunson, near flawless. I mean, our boys were near flawless. Look at this. 31 points for Barrett, 22 points for Brunson, 5 assists for Brunson, 5 rebounds for RJ Barrett. Are we kidding ourselves here? Our boys went off. They showed up and they did exactly what you wanted them to do on an international stage where even more eyes are watching. You can tell me every day that you want that it's just FIBA basketball, that it's just one game. I don't care. Our boys in RJ Barrett and Jalen Brunson went off for their respective home country teams, and they did it effectively and efficiently. What else could you ask for? What else do you want from your teammates, from your players? Everybody in New York should be happy about this. This is why it's so impressive. Look at this. 9 for 9 for Brunson. 13 for 14 for RJ Barrett. 31 points for RJ. 22 points for Brunson. These are our players. I don't know about you guys, but I celebrated. I was happy. I toasted a beer with one of my homies because at the end of the day, it was important to me to celebrate this moment as a New York Knicks fan, because you're not going to see many performances like this on a stage like this each and every day. They don't play games like this on the international stage with this level of talent and this competition level each and every year. So when they do, you have to take notice and you have to watch it. And I'm so happy and glad we have RJ Barrett and Jalen Brunson heading into next season for the New York Knicks, because I think those two are set to take major leaps, and it's going to make all the difference for the New York Knicks and what they're trying to do next season. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a comment below, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans. Peace.